MusiCity Kids. We're here to help you grow strong in mind, body, and heart. My name is Tamara with Love in a Big World, and we have a great show for you today. We've got movement, money, science, music, and so much more, and we're glad you're here. Today we're going to be talking about purpose, and purpose is setting goals, determination, finding a reason for being. And I know, with all this time that we've been spending at home, it can be hard to remember what our purpose is, because it's like we get up, we eat, we do our schoolwork, we play outside a little bit, watch some TV, go to bed. Wake up, repeat the same old, same old. I know. And sometimes it can get weary for us because we're used to doing lots of different things every day. But let me tell you, this season is not going to last forever, and you do have a future and you do have a hope. So it's time that you start exploring your purpose. So to kick us off today, we've got my friend, Riki Ratner with Be Well in Schools. Take us away, Riki.
Hey there, MusiCity Kids. It's Riki Ratner with Be Well in School, and today we're talking about purpose. So having determination and motivation to meet our goals, but not just any goals. We want to meet goals that really align with our values, who we are, who we want to be, and what we want to contribute to this world. And when we're thinking about purpose and getting to that deep connection to who we are and our values, sometimes we gotta quiet the mind and all that chatter and chaos and thoughts that come up all throughout the day. We gotta quiet that to find that purpose and set those goals that actually align with who we are and who we want to be. And so to quiet the mind, I like to use the breath. I like to tap into the breath and find my quiet space where then I can really think about, is this action or is this decision going to bring me closer to my goal? Is this going to bring me closer to my purpose? Am I living in my purpose, or am I doing something that's not best for me? And that requires discipline and sacrifice sometimes. Achieving our goals, getting to where we want to be, we don't always get to do what we want to do in the moments we want to do them. I could watch Netflix all day, but I'm not going to achieve my goals if I do that. So I use the breath to help myself make decisions around if choices I'm making are going to bring me closer to my goal. And to work through those times when I have to make a tough choice to get closer to my goal. So let's try some breathing. Let's find that center. Let's find that peace and calm where we can make those purposeful decisions. So if you want to, you can close your eyes. If that doesn't feel good, you can always just soften your gaze down below. It's perfectly okay. I like to bring my right hand down to my low belly, and then I like to bring my left hand onto my chest. We're breathing in and out our nose. When we breathe in, we fill our belly up like it's a balloon. And when we exhale, we draw the belly in towards the spine as we breathe out the nose. Let's do 4 more. Deep breath in and out. Deep breath in, fill the belly. Exhale, belly button to spine. Breathing in, fill the belly up. Feel the body soften on the exhale. 1 more deep breath in. Exhale. If your eyes are closed, keep your eyes closed or keep that gaze soft and relaxed. Let your hands feel somewhere comfortable and just take a little internal investigation here, noticing how your mind and your body feel. And gently blinking your eyes back open. And now, in your calm space, we can think about, who do I want to be? What do I want to do? What's going to bring me closer to being there? Back to you, Tamara.
Thank you so much, Riki. That was amazing. I am always encouraged by spending time with you, getting my body moving, and especially doing that deep Next up, we're going to be taking a look at our money with Courtney Hale and his daughter Ever of Knowledge Bank. Take it away, Courtney.
Hi guys, it's Ever
and Courtney.
So, before we get into the video, this is what I want to tell the parents. When we do this video, you're going to have to go really slow with your child, and if they're 3 or 4, make sure you go really slow. When they get it, you can go a little faster. When they get it, you can go faster with them, but you have to take it really slow. So, that's all I wanted to tell at the beginning.
So, we are back for another segment, and we know our topic for today, our theme for today is about purpose. And whatever and I want to help you guys do today is turn your purpose into you remember the word? Say it. Profit, or turn your purpose in a way to make money. And we're going to do that through 3 steps. And we're going to share those with you right now. Step 1, you want to identify a talent, hobby, or skill. Identify a talent, hobby, or skill. Step 2, you want to determine how to make your hobby, talent, or skill a want or a need for other people, because we want to make sure that other people will pay us for our talent, skill, or need. Our talent, skill, or hobby. And we know that people spend money on needs and wants, so we have to convert that hobby, talent, or skill into a need or want for other people. Step number 3, the work that we're doing should feel like
play.
Should feel like play. That's what we want you guys to figure out, is how to design a job that feel like play. So we're going to test Ever on these 3 steps. So Ever, step number 1 is identifying a talent, skill, or hobby. So what's a talent, skill, or hobby that you have really fast?
I want to be an OBGYN. I would like to ride my bike, and I like to do makeup.
All right, 3 things. Step number 2 is, how do you figure out if that's a want or a need for other people? Well, we know that people are having babies, so automatically that's going to be a need. They need somebody to help them do that. Makeup is a want, right? People want to get their makeup done, but for her, it's a need. All right. So we're going to go with those. And then step number 3 is making sure that work feels like play. So Ever, when you are watching 24-hour delivery videos, does that feel like play?
Of course.
All right. So when you are putting on makeup, when you're doing your cousin's makeup or doing your mom's makeup, does that feel like play?
Of course.
All right. Well, you satisfy the 3 steps. Don't let Ever be the only kid out here profiting off of her purpose. Be sure to follow those 3 steps to live in your purpose and benefit financially. Back to you, Tamara.
Thanks so much, Courtney and Ever. It's always good to see you, and we learned so much from your wisdom about how we can manage our money. Next, my friend and yours, Janet of Janet's Planet.
All right, everybody, we're talking about purpose. What if I told you that it is possible to inhabit your very own planet? What would it orbit? In what galaxy would it reside? What would be its most fascinating features? 22 years ago, when I decided to inhabit my very own planet, Janet's Planet, I knew that I would orbit at the speed of thought and that my planetary mission would revolve around sharing the love of space and our solar system with students across the globe. I looked around and all I saw were Bill Nye the Science Guy and Beakman's World. Yet I could not find a female hosting a show about science. And that was when I knew I had arrived and found the star in which I should orbit, with Janet's Planet. Imagine, master of your own fate that you are, getting into your spacesuit, buckling yourself into the captain's seat of your own soul, and see yourself lifting off and launching your life toward the planet that you will inhabit, Planet You. Now, around a star, there is this shell-shaped region of space called the habitable zone, or HZ. What is the sun at the very center of your own solar system? And then you get to find out the axis where you rotate the most happily and most excitedly. We derive our energy from our sun. So make sure that your planet revolves around those things that give you life and sustenance and joy. Frederick Buechner says that you will always be called to the place where your deep gladness and the world's deep hunger meet. When you find your deep gladness, I can most assuredly tell you that the world's deep hunger will find its way to you and you to your purpose. You see, I found my deep gladness, and that is encouraging young people like yourselves to stand in your inherent magnificence. I planted a flag on Janet's planet and said, this is where I make my stand. I will be a woman that touts the merits of space and science and art as the most noble of endeavors. And I will orbit around this. So if you're not sure what your habitable zone of your star is quite yet, it's okay. Maybe you'll find it playing. And in the middle of your play, maybe you'll find your passion. And maybe in the middle of your play and passion, you just might find your purpose and the habitable zone of Planet U. Back to you, Tamara.
Thanks, Janet. Next, friends, someone new for us, Calvin Rogers. Listen to this amazing tune.
Hi, my name is Calvin Rogers, and this is my song titled Forest. Thank you. Hope you enjoy it.
Thanks, Calvin. We hope you'll come back and join us again on Music City Kids. Up next, Dr. Don and Chuck.
Hey, Music City Kids, it's Dr. Don. I'm back with my friend Chuck, and we're here to talk to you today about purpose, making the best of this whole situation. I know it's not easy for everyone, but we can make the best of it. So, how does this pertain to health? Well, let's think about it. If we're going to make the best of this, we can make improvements to our health. And one way to do that is setting goals. And you know, I like to talk about diet and how food is medicine, and that is true. The more good stuff we eat, the more good stuff we get out. So one way to set a goal for this is something I like to call the 80-20 rule. Maybe you've heard of it, maybe not. But in the 80-20 rule, we like to say, okay, 80% of the time I'm going to do something really good, and 20% of the time I may cheat a little bit. Well, 20% is probably a little much, but it's a good beginning goal. So think about this. If you eat 3 meals a day, these are just, arbitrary numbers, so don't put too much into it. I just want to get the example across. So if you eat 3 meals a day, 7 days a week, that's 21 meals. Don't think about it, but that's a lot of food. Now, if we take 80% of that, we're going to have, we're going to have some decimal points in there, but we're going to make it easy. So 80% of that is 16.8 meals, so we're going to call it 17. So 17 meals are healthy. We've got good proteins, we've got vegetables, and some healthy grains like rice or quinoa. So our meals need to look pretty similar, But now the 20%. The 20% is 4.2. But we're going to round that one down to 4. So that means 4 meals a week you can actually enjoy a little bit more than you would your healthy meals. So you get to cheat a little bit. But that's very small. You can do this, but think about how many meals you're eating that are not good, and then you're going to change that to more meals that are good and fewer meals that are bad. So 80-20 rule. It's very easy to do. You can do it. Just give it a shot. If you fall off the wagon, all you have to do is get back on it and keep going. That's all you have to do, guys. So improve your health, set a goal, try the 80-20 rule, and check back with me next time. Back to you, Tamara.
Thanks, Dr. Don and Chuck. We're going to remember that 80-20 rule. I especially need to because you know my weakness. All right, up next, our By Kids for Kids moment of the day is with a new friend, Ava. She is incredible. Take it away, Ava.
Hi, I'm Ava Posey, and I'm from Nashville, Tennessee, and I'm going to be performing on my Ariel Silk's Dead Mom from Beetlejuice the Musical. Hey Mom, dead Mom, I need a little help here. I'm probably talking to myself here, but dead Mom, I gotta ask, are you really in the ground? 'Cause I feel you all around me. Are you here, dead Mom, dead Mom, dead Mom? I'm tired of crying. I have my curses. I'm a bunch of broken faces. It was you who made me whole. Every day, Dad's staring at me like a hurry up, get happy, move along. Forget about your mom. Daddy's in denial. Daddy doesn't want me. And you're all sweet and smile. Wake up before me. You held my hand, and life gave me a seed that chose don't land. And no one sees that nothing seems to fit. Mama, is this it? Are you deceiving? I want something to believe in. Take me to Thanks for watching. Now back to you, Tamara.
Ava, oh my goodness, that was amazing. You are so strong and so flexible. Thank you for sharing your talent with us, and I'm sure you have so many goals in mind, and that's why you practice so hard on those silks. Thank you so much. Next, my friend and yours, Dr. JPOP.
Hey everybody! So remember on Monday, we talked about how sometimes you have to learn how to be patient with your body when you are trying to improve on something new or learn a new skill. Today, we are going to talk about how you can set goals and plan to reach those goals. I want to tell you a story about one of the greatest basketball players, Kobe Bryant. So when he was 10 years old, he went to play in a summer league in Philadelphia. And this summer league had some of the best and most talented kids playing with him. You want to know how many points he scored that first summer? 0. Zip, zilch, nada. He didn't score anything. And he was really upset about it. So he was talking to his dad, and his dad said, you know what? I love you no matter how many points you score. But if you want to get better, you're gonna have to practice. So he didn't quit, he didn't pout, he didn't give up. He set goals for all of the skills he wanted to learn, and then he made a plan on how he was going to reach them. And 2 years later, he was one of the best players in that summer league. So I think Mr. Kobe is a great example of how you can set goals and then plans to reach them, because if you count many more years later, he had 5 championship rings, and he went to the Olympics twice. So he had a pretty cool career, right? So it doesn't matter what you want to learn. Maybe you want to learn how to play piano. Maybe you want to learn how to juggle a little better like Mr. Jacob. Maybe you want to learn about science like Miss Janet, or you want to be better with your money like Ever and Mr. Courtney at Knowledge Bank. Whatever you choose, you can do. You just have to set the goal and then make a plan to reach that goal. Back to you, Tamara.
Thank you, Dr. JPOP. It's always good to hear from you and to have you help us get our bodies moving. Well, friends, we've had a great show today. And as always, I want you to take a quiet moment and a deep breath. Think about your purpose. What is your reason for being? And how can you explore that even in a greater way today? Maybe it's by reading a book. Have you read Mike Mulligan and the Steam Shovel? It's one of our family favorites. Or maybe it's by having a conversation with a family member. Or doing some research in an area of interest to you. Whatever it is, I want you to keep this poem by Emily Dickinson in mind. If I can stop one heart from breaking, I shall not live in vain. If I can ease one life the aching, or cool one pain, or help one fainting robin unto his nest again, I shall not live in vain. Our purpose will bring us joy, and it will bring joy to others. At Music City Kids, we're here to help you grow strong in mind, body, and heart. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time. Remember, we love you.